Hello and welcome to the Dark Mount video review for MakeToys Quantron Maelstrom, or Scattershot from Computron. I apologize in advance about the wacky camera angles and probably shaky cameras at times. This dude is pretty big and he's difficult to capture on camera in an angle that actually helps see him. Yeah. A lot of this review is going to need to be kind of documentary style, again, because this guy is very large. As you can see, he is a giant spaceship in his alt mode. And this is him in his kind of like souped up alt mode. He's got all the combiner Kibble tagged onto him. So I'll take that stuff off in a second and we can take a look at him in his just standard alt mode. Yeah, but he is very large, very solid. So the two side panels here and there are, surprise, the combiner feet. So you can pop those off and set those off to the side. Just straighten the wing out. Pop that off. Straighten the wing out. And there you've got him in his kind of like tiny little wing mode. And obviously you can also pop these guns off if you so wish. And continuing into a size comparison real quick before we keep taking stuff off of him. Here he is. Here's Universe Prowl. Here's Celery Car, or Celerius, or whatever. So he's a pretty sizable figure. So continuing along the trend of taking him apart, we will move into transformation. The first thing you want to do is come under here and you can just pop this white chunk off. And now this part under here pegs in like so up into this section and then up onto this little peg. Just pop that out. Set those two things off to the side. And up here on the top, you want to pull very gently just to disconnect these two pegs right here. And then this whole thing will slide off. Kind of sandwiches on right there. And these two parts are what peg in up there to those two holes. You can set this whole section off to the side. And now you have the main portion of the robot body. These wings are pegged into the sides right there. And the legs are pegged in underneath, like so. You can fold him around there. See, this guy's getting very large already. Ratchet his legs down, like so. Then come around here and just fold these like that. Fold this back around. Fold this down. Unpeg these from the sides. They peg in on the front of the fist to the side right there. You can fold those out like so and flop this part from the top around to cover up those joints. And then the arms will kind of rotate down on the double thing. So again, from the other side, it'll kind of pull out like that. And you can rotate these around like so and straighten the hands out. And then you can see that this whole gray part is a separate piece, so you can collapse that down and that will reveal the head like so. We're going to start on the legs, just to pull this part out is on a I will show you on the other foot because you didn't see that. This part down at the bottom just folds out. It's on several sets of ratcheted joints. And it can swivel past itself like that. I'm going to collapse these in. It's the landing gear. And to make sure I know which way to fold this. The stuff all folds around the leg in several different ways. But yeah, I think you fold it around this way, and then fold this like that, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Now that I know the proper orientation of this stuff, I'm going to fold this in like that, just to give him some foot. And fold this around like so. It's going to peg into the side. And then this will fold back around and peg into itself. Except you're going to want to do it the other way. I was wrong. So just take this, fold it back that way. Everything will plug in the same places. You can take these red bits and just swivel them around to the back. They're on these kind of like mushroom ball pegs things. So you can fold that back up and attach it to his back. And the combiner head will just kind of chill out back here. And now you can kind of adjust his feet to where you like them and where they help him to stand, and pose him up. And there you have Scattershot. And he looks crazy. He is a beefy, gigantic robot. burly qualities, but still kind of that, like, law-abiding, pure face. He looks almost cop-like. And he really does look fantastic. His head sculpt is very cool. It's a little hard to see against the white background because it is just pure whiteness. It blends in a little bit, but he does look very cool. He's got a lot of really good detailing all over him. Even his legs end up looking really cool. So you can give him these two weapons if you like. The white thing that we took off of the vehicle mode can slide onto the end of one of them there. And then you can have him wielding some giant cannons. Which is kinda cool. For a size comparison, here he is with the other assorted Quantron bots. And we just have one last guy down here to take a look at, and then we can get him all combined up. And here he is with the new Generations RC and Chromia. So he is pretty massive. He's about like double deluxe size. So he's probably bigger than most Voyagers. Unfortunately, I don't really have a Voyager here right now. Well, I'll go grab one, never mind. Here he is with Generations World, just for a more recent Voyager comparison. And he is pretty big. Posability for this guy is surprisingly good for his size, and the fact that he is, you know, a torso bot. A lot of times they suffer a little bit. He has a great up and down shoulder movement. He's got a shoulder swivel. He's got another inward and outward movement on his arm itself. This can also move this way when it's up like that. He's got an upper arm swivel, a double jointed elbow. He does not have hand... oh wait, sorry. He has hand rotation as well as this transformation movement. Dang. He has waist rotation when you undo that thing in the back, and it is ratcheted. He has very strong ratcheted hips. Outwards as well. Upper leg rotation, ratcheted. Ratcheted knee joint, and the foot that is on kind of like a series of different stalks and ratchets and stuff. So incredibly posable figure. For the head, come on camera, you can do it. For the head, he's just on a ball joint. It's very, very stiff ball joint, but pretty expressive. It does head into the back a little bit where the combiner head is stored, unfortunately. His face sculpt is pretty cool. So yet again, Quantron is impressing me. This figure is awesome. He is huge, he's really solid, he's super posable, and he's really just fun to play with. I mean, he's definitely got a very imposing, almost like Ultra Magnus-esque type of like Lawbringer quality to him. He just feels like he's about to bring some damage down on you, but for a good reason. Always a good reason. I really can't muster a single complaint about him. I mean, I don't know. You can attach the combiner stuff to him, and this especially kind of, I think, gives him more of a G1 vibe going on. So you can kind of pop this in there and then maneuver the head so it sits in there and give him more of a giant thing sticking off his back, which I'm not really a very big fan of. I usually like Kibble on stuff, but that's a little ridiculous for me, so I don't do this at all. You can also take the little feetsies and attach them over here on his legs for some reason. Yes, this is also an option, to have him look like a pack mule. I don't totally understand. I mean, I appreciate that they gave us somewhere to store the stuff, so that's nice, but this is silly. I'm never gonna actually do this. Especially not when the base figure looks so awesome. This thing just looks too cool to weigh it down with all that stuff, as far as I'm concerned. So, I really, really love this figure. I love this whole set. I am struggling to even come up with, even just nitpicks, I'm struggling to come up with them. These things are just fantastic. They're well made. They're great. They get my A triple plus quadruple duple seal of approval. Thanks for watching, guys. Next up, we have the final Quantron review for this guy here, and then we will get into the combine mode.